peace of mind. That's why I got some qualms about the way you treated mine. You came close to doing damage to my third eye. That's why instead of people, these beats on my murder. Sure enough, what's worse, ma? Would you rather see casualties of me casually? Snap on beat speakers quick, drastically. The team in matching tees as we pass the reef. Ask the streets if I ain't play it cool, they be mad with me. Cause I'm the one they want to prevail and fail at the same time. That's why I talk about good and bad in the same rhyme. With an insane grind, I smoke till I'm super saiyan high. Plus divine lyrics, I guess I'm a super saiyan god. MC, King Charles, FNYK, the flyest native you know.
Capo, capo, capo.
Yeah, contingency, King Charles, FNYK. All my life I've been with intellect, but the flow is like incest with degenerates. Fucking stupid and fine of interest as I interject. I moonwalk in my boo's footsteps when I'm on set. Smooth predator boarding the mothership of conquest, cause I'm next. I'm sorry if I'm too witty, ain't a screw loose, so try to fix something to do with me as I cruise the beat with fluency of what's true to be. And truthfully, I miss the way that it used to be. You say you gifted, had to prove it, beat. Set a date, step up to the plate and seize opportunity. Let the viewers of the music see me pay hip-hop gratuity as I chew the beat, influencing UMCs with microphone fever. Married to the game with little intention to leave her, as long as she act right and not like a diva. A little less Cardi B and a lot more Aaliyah. We'll see, huh? Sickened by this renaissance of skeezers. Shit is not for me, bruh. Yeah, I wanna hit through some speakers, playing in some kicks on the sneakers. You dig? I'm going through the days where people test my gangster just for a reaction. If I ain't getting paid or recording music, please don't blow my high. Roll another J and get ready to witness the main attraction. Nothing left to say, I'ma leave it all right here, but I'm just rapping. Starry skies leave me sorry-eyed, like sorry I didn't do what I gotta do to make sure we fortified as a unit. But don't leave me mortified. If you'd have kept it 100, a brother would be more than fine. Gave you more than time, gave you some peace of mind. That's why I got some qualms about the way you treated mine. You came close to doing damage to my third eye. That's why instead of people, these beats on my murder. Sure enough, what's worse, ma? Would you rather see casualties of me casually? Snap on beat speakers quick, drastically. The team in matching tees as we pass the reef. Ask the streets if I ain't play it cool, they be mad with me. Cause I'm the one they want to prevail and fail at the same time. That's why I talk about good and bad in the same rhyme. With an insane grind, I smoke till I'm super saiyan high. Plus divine lyrics, I guess I'm a super saiyan god. MC, King Charles, FNYK, the flyest native you know.
What's up, what's up? What I got going on here? Let me turn this thing off, turn this banner off. Live stream already started. Oh. Who we got on here? What's up, Chris? Can y'all hear me, man? Let me know if you can hear me in the chat, man, before I even get started. Oh, boy. Where are we? Where are we? Yeah. Should have had good audio. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me out there, Chris. He say, yeah. What's up, Clinton? Gonna get this thing started right quick. I know I dropped the bomb on y'all today, man, but I had a couple of folks hit me up, man, saying, man, when we gonna get alive, man? Bruh. Been kind of hectic lately, man. I meant to come in earlier this week, though, to my credit. You know what I mean? I ain't want to sound like we dropping the ball a little bit. We actually aren't dropping the ball. We've been doing some makeshift kind of stuff, man, and everything's been off a little bit. So I guess I explained it today. Give me a few seconds, man, and let the old chat populate, then we'll get on with the broadcast, man. How y'all doing, man? I see a couple of y'all in the chat, man. What's up, Terry? It's old Raymond Mills say, "What's up, fam? Good to hear from you guys." Man, what's up to you? I mean, it's been a minute, man. Not really, you know. We went fishing during the week, man, and I must say, man, we had a great time, man. Normally, you know, any other day we would go on the weekend, or you know, that Friday night prelude to the weekend, and we give you guys a report, you know, before we hit the water, man. But oddly enough, we were supposed to go fishing. We were gonna sneak out there on y'all, man. But I actually had to work last night. I got home early this morning, so that wasn't gonna happen. And then I'm subject to be called tonight, so oddly enough, I'm kind of trapped in the house, man. And I may not even work today, so I could actually go fishing, man. But I don't want to set everything up, go, and then they call me and just say, "Hey, man, we need you to work tonight." So I just hang tough, man. Y'all doing all right? Let me hear from you, man. I know this kind of off kilter, man. I'll schedule Saturday night. Everybody pretty much on the water right now. If you're going fishing tonight, you probably already out on the water, man. So hopefully you guys will tune in later on and get this word from them boys, man. But for all you guys that's here now, man, welcome, bro. I guess Raymond Mills said, I'm traveling back from California, had to go check on family. Hey, man, you got to do what you got to do, man, because, you know, this, you know, spiritually, man, this is a awful time for us right now, man. So you guys check in on your family, man. You know, I know our lives kind of coincide with a lot of stuff that we want to do, man. So things that you need to do, make sure you make time for that, especially your family, man. And if you those people that everybody kind of gravitate to for support, be available, man. I know it's kind of hard sometimes, man, but you got to do what you got to do, bro. We may or we may not have the Lodestar tonight, man. I'm gonna give you that before I actually go on with what I got to say. He's out of town right now, handling some business, and so he may come in later. I don't know. I told him don't worry yourself. Do what he had to do, and we'll catch back up on the flip side. But if he does come in, you know, I always bring him in, like I always do. I tell you guys what, man, I'm gonna go ahead and start this thing off, man, because I'm gonna make it short and sweet today, man, and hopefully we can get some information out there, man, regarding this fish life, man. With that being said, what up, YouTube? It's your boy, y'all both, aka Django 3000 with DB Crappie Fishing and Outdoors, just like the sign says behind me. Don't have the Lodestar with me tonight, man, but he may come in. He got wrapped up in a little personal business, man, so hopefully he get that squared away, and we catch y'all on the flip side, maybe another episode. But let me start off by apologizing. I know we pretty much killed our poor schedule. We tried to make this thing come out every Thursday, man, but seems like every Thursday that comes about, I'm down that road, man. So I was trying to get a message out before the weekend, man, but it seemed like a lot of stuff just kept coming up, so I'm gonna apologize for that, man. I definitely want to talk to you guys about this fishing report, man, because I don't know if you guys know it or not, but fishing right now is phenomenal. And I would say this, it's phenomenal at Sin City. If you guys aren't fishing Lake St. Clair, man, I'm telling y'all, bruh, y'all missing some good fishing, bro. I'm talking about, me and Loke went out there. I don't know if you guys caught the last video, but we went out there and we caught nothing but slabs, man. Oddly enough, we had to figure them out for a minute. It was not easy starting out, but you got to, I got to confess, man, we hadn't fished it in a while. We hadn't fished Sinclair in a while. And the last time we fished it, the conditions of the water were a whole lot murkier. It was not really muddy, but it was stained. It was, 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 it it was a tough fishing experience, but nevertheless, we caught a lot of fish our last go around there, and the last couple of go rounds at Sinclair allowed me to just say, hey man, that is my spot. You know, if I want to catch big fish, man, I'm not going to Oconee, I'm going to Sinclair. I hate to say it, man, if you guys aren't fishing Sinclair, man, get out there and learn that lake, man, because on average, you're going to catch big boys out of there, man. I mean, it's rare that you catch a fish at Sinclair that you're going to throw back. If you keep anything, let me just say this. If you keep 10 inch and above, you where you need to be on Sinclair. But on average, man, you're going to catch a 12-inch fish. And I know it's kind of hard for somebody to believe that I can say 12 inches. But for the most part, when we go fishing, I'd rather throw anything back. They all size fish, man. So y'all need to get out there and try it out, man. Let me see what Raymond said. Raymond said, have you fished with the ACC Crappie stick, 7 foot? I recently purchased one, and I had a blast with it. I don't have an ACC Crappie stick, but I heard some real good reviews about it. But I'm going to say this right here. I'm going to say it and try not to sound like I'm being sedity. Man, I'm telling you, when I buy a rod, man, I really buy a rod, man, that's going to give me equity above everything else. Meaning, that rod got to be able to last me. You know what I'm saying? And until somebody say, hey, man, I done had this ACC Crappie stick for years, it's going to be hard for me to spend that kind of money for a rod, man, when I can buy rods with way more stability for far less money. You know what I mean? And the rods I use, I mean, I had to say it, man. I do great with them. But I do see a lot of people using those rods, those name brand rods, man, for jigging. But I'm going to turn y'all on to some game, man. If you like them ACC Crappie sticks, I want you to Google this rod right here. It's a 9-foot ugly stick crappie rod. And I think it comes as a combo. And I think that thing goes for $49. All right. You buy this rod right here, you abandon all other rods you got in your weapon arsenal for this rod, man. That's how good I recommend that rod. I bought one by accident, man. I bought it from Walmart, out of all places. And when I bought it, it didn't even have the reel with it. But when I felt that rod, man, it felt so good in my hand. It didn't have a real strong backbone, but it had so much action in it. And the fact that it's an ugly stick, you ain't got to worry about this thing breaking, man. I'm talking about the excellent rod. I let Lowe handle it the other night. He said, "Oh my goodness, man! So you need to put a 1/16 ounce on this one and send it back there with me." That's how good it felt. But I will say this: I see a lot of people in the fishing game fishing with those ACC crappie sticks, and they say it's worth every penny of it. But that rod I'm telling you about, the 9-foot crappie rod that Ugly Sticks makes, is a white rod. It's only $49, and that's a combo. Unbreakable tip. So I'm just gonna leave that with you guys, man. Equity, man. I'm talking about equity. But what I came here to talk to you today about is something one of my homeboys brought to my attention, man. I don't know if he's still on here or not. Christopher Ashley, man. Chris came to me and brought me some serious game. Man, I'm so proud of this dude, man, for what he gave me for his info, man. It makes me even prouder to be a part of a community where you can get this kind of information, man. You know, it just don't fall in your laps years and years and stuff down the road while everybody else is flourishing and you just not getting the information, man. Kudos to you, Chris, but this is what Chris told me. He said, hey, Django. I said, what's up, homie? He said, bro, have you tried out the perspective mode on the live scope? No. Didn't know what it was. Man, Chris turned me on to it. He explained to me what was going on, man. Of course, I listened. Didn't take much credence. Went home, studied that thing, man. I'm going to tell you something, bro. My whole fishing game has changed, man. Give me a thumbs up if you know what I'm talking about. Perspective mode. He said I'm going to try one now, but I'm usually a Walmart guy. That's Raymond Mims. Hey man, try if they got them in there, man. Try them things out, man. Off the chain. If you guys know what I'm talking about, this perspective mode, give me a thumbs up. But I guess nobody knows what I'm talking about. I tell you what I do then. We're going to revisit something we talked about a couple of weeks ago, man. We was talking about side imaging and buying the right unit, and we was talking to Derek Fulton. Derek Fulton was talking about his Humminbird with the mega imaging and all that, and we was comparing units, and a lot of guys was like, they're going to wait for Humminbird to come out with what Garmin got as far as the live scope. And I was telling them they actually got something out there right now with the Mega Imaging 360. And let me see if I can't bring that thing up for you. Okay, if you guys know anything about a Humminbird, they got this new imaging thing called what's it? It's called Mega Imaging. I don't know if they got a technical term for it, but it's basically side imaging, but a 360-degree field of view. And I don't know, man. I like it, but basically what it looks like to me is they have a very high definition mega imaging image of the bottom of the lake, right? And what they do is they just, I don't know, it's like they cut the picture and they relayed the picture on a monitor as if you're looking at it in 365. But if you look at this picture above me, right here, this is a partial image of what it actually looks like. Basically, all it does, it looks like that image of a tree, but they just spread it out in 360 degrees. And that definitely doesn't look like what it would look like on the bottom. Well, how about Garmin recently had an update to their software, man. And my boy Chris turned me on to it. He said, yo, Django, they got a new update on the Garmin Live Scope. And I said, well, what is it, Chris? And he was telling me about the perspective mode. And in a nutshell, what they did was, man, they took the live scope, man, and they changed this thing in a way, man, that fishing is not gonna be the same again, man. And as far as I'm concerned, man, it's gonna change the way I actually fish, man. You know, we all got our particular ways of, you know, I like night fishing because, you know, X, Y, Z, and I like this type fishing in the spring and what have you, right? But this perspective mode, it takes all the guesswork out of your fishing game, man. And when I actually researched this thing, man, I told Chris, I said, Chris, I don't know how you go backwards from this, man. I don't know how, once you use this information, how you go back to fishing your normal way. So, with that being said, man, I'm going to basically just show you guys what's going on, man. If you can see this, man, let me see if I can't take this thing off. But wow. So you guys didn't hear nothing I said, huh? Oh man. Okay. Maybe I should have read that before I started running my mouth, man. But here we go. We're gonna bag it up. Basically, guys, you see the image above me right here? Hey man, my bad, dude. Y'all guys should have said something, man. I wish it was an alert on us so people can get your attention. Say audio cut out just as you were starting to explain. My bad. So okay, here it is. Garmin has just released. Well, it's been out for a month or so, a couple of months, I should say. But my friend Chris Ashley told me, he said, "Hey Django, have you checked out the new perspective mode on the live scope?" I said, "What are you talking about, dude?" No. He explained to me what it was, man. I didn't believe how. I said, "Chris, that can't be right." Went home, studied this thing. I called Chris. I said, "Chris, what you done turned me on to, bro? Dude, Chris, you saved my life, man. You done changed the way fishing is going to ever be on my boat, man. We can't go backwards, man. We can't go backwards from here. this new technology, man, is it. Let me go back because you guys missed the point I was making. You know, a couple of weeks ago we were talking about how could Garmin Live Scope get better and what the competition will actually be as far as, you know, somebody competing with what Garmin had. Okay, here it is. If you're looking above right now, if you can see what's above me right now, this is Hummingbird's rendition on 360 degree mega imaging down view. As you can see, great looking picture, but all they did was wrap this picture. It's a down view picture that they actually wrap in 360 degrees, meaning you can actually follow the perimeter of that diagram, and it's supposed to show you the direction or location of the structure that you're looking at on your fish finder monitor. Well, that may be true, but I don't know how accurate it can be, because you can obviously see that this is just a picture that they've wrapped, and you got to decipher how this picture is. Garmin's stance on this was, we're going to go off the rails on this one. We're going to show you guys how we're going to change fishing for everybody. And that's why I got to this image. If you look above me, this is Garmin Panoptic Live Scope's new update to their technology. Okay, not only do you see live time action of fish with this fish finder with either the forward view or the down view, as everybody has already seen globally. We've seen how that works. Well, with the new perspective mode, excuse my friend, I spit a little bit, but with the new perspective mode, you're able to see 180 degree field of view in front of you. And if you turn your transducer, you can see the full 360. Not a wrapped image, live image of the surface of the lake. Not only the surface of the lake, but the structure, the topography, and the fish moving on the bottom of that lake, or what have you. Not only can you see how far they are from you, how deep they are, but you can tell what angle they are from your location. If you're looking from zero in the middle of that half radius there, right? If you're sitting right there on zero, whatever direction you're looking, you can tell where those fish are. Meaning, if the fish are 15 degrees to your left, you can actually throw a jig to that direction, and you can see it on the map. There's no guessing whatsoever. This technology has changed the game forever. What's up, Sammy? Man, I'm on here, man, bragging about this new technology, man, I got, man. My homeboy Chris actually turned me on to something, man, and bruh, he just done changed the game for fishing for me. With that being said, like I was saying earlier, before I understood that the audio would cut out, normally you put in a location. Well, I put in a location. I ease up with the side imaging, and I explained that I use that side imaging to scan the field for structure and fish in that particular location I'm getting ready to fish. Okay, perspective view has just made that obsolete, man. Give me a thumbs up if you guys think that side imaging can compete with what Garmin got going on with perspective view. I'm gonna wait on this one, man. I want to see if you guys agree with what I'm saying. Have I used it yet? I haven't had a chance. I just got it today. I'm gonna explain to you what's going on, and then I'll tell you what I got going on. So on my dude, that dude, I'm telling you, man. Basically, Sammy, what happens with this technology is this right here. It's an update. Excuse me. Sorry about that, man. I touched my camera. It's an update on. Let me make sure I ain't turn my audio off. Yeah, I still got it on. But what it is, Garmin released an update. You have to download the software. You have to upload it to your fish finder. That actually upgrades the fish finder and the live scope. But in addition to that, you have to incorporate the system with a new transducer mount. And the mount is what does the work, man. If you guys give me a second, I'll show you where all this thing come together. This is what makes the whole system works right here. This new mount they got, man. My homeboy Chris, man, he's got a generic version of it that works just the same that he bought from a vendor. But this is the actual mount that Garmin offers right here. And basically what it does is, normally where your transducer on for your live scope, it sits kind of like this right here, like a fan in the water, right? And forward view would be straight, and down view would be tilted slightly forward, right? Well, with the new perspective mode, it turned that thing like this right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. It turns that transducer like this right here. And with the software update, it actually reads the bottom. Dude. I cannot wait to get out on that water and show you guys how to put that work in with this new technology, man. Y'all just don't know. When I get on this water with this right here, the whole fishing game is gonna change. It's over with. What Sammy say? Sammy say Garmin got the market sold up, and they had the design. You see anybody else with it? Everybody have side image. It just made a side image obsolete, bro. I honestly, truthfully, cannot see where anybody else would want to use anything other than this, man. I know side images are gonna be out there, man, till everybody upgrade their systems, man. But can you guys see that picture right there? That's a view of a house underwater. Well, a lot of people see that on side imaging, right? All the time. But let me ask you this: how many times can you actually get an image like that on side imaging, and you turn your transducer, and not only can you see that house, but you can see what's to the right, to the left, and you can actually see the fish swimming around the doggone thing, man. It's amazing, bro. Exactly. Listen, man, this thing updates itself. I mean, the same way it does if you got the gain on auto, if you got the range on auto, it does the same thing with the perspective mode. It's going to automatically adjust to the water depth, everything. I'm talking about the whole game and chain. I'm looking like this right here and say, Mr. B said, we can't wait for you to get out there either. He said he bought here from Fishing Specialty. Yeah, I actually bought mine from Garmin. What we're talking about is this mount. And basically the difference with this mount is that handle that you see, that little L handle, it actually can turn clockwise, counterclockwise. The angle that's laying flat, that's where your transducer would be. When you turn it clockwise, it actually makes that transducer sit up straight. So you can go right back to forward view or down view with just a turn of the mount, man. And if you want to go back to perspective view, you just click it back down and lay it down flat. All it is just lifting your transducer out of the water, turning the knob and putting in whatever perspective you want. And just like Chris will tell you, most of the time you don't even have to change the settings on your unit. It automatically recognizes what mode it's in when you put it back in the water. He said, we are going to slaughter some fish. No surrender. Man, what you talking about? I mean, think about this. Okay, you're fishing. Okay, let's look at it like this right here. Springtime. Everybody long line trolling for crappie, right? Generally, what you do is you choose a side of the lake where you think fish holding up at, right? you fish that particular lake, you know, you go over it, you know what I'm saying, dragging lines and stuff, right? Well, I got this unit mounted on the front of my boat, and I got it set to scan 80 feet in front of me, right? So I'm looking 80 feet in front of me. Not only can I tell whether or not the depth is decreasing or increasing, so I know where to drive my boat, but 80 feet in front of me, I can see if I got structure coming up. I can see if I got fish coming up. I ain't talking about guessing. I'm talking about see fish ahead of me. Okay, just say I'm on a northward head, and I got my iPilot locked in on a straight northbound path, right? Due north. I look at my live scope, ain't no fish in front of me, right? So I turn the transducer to the left or to the right, scan it for fish. Okay, I see fish over here to my left, 30 degrees. I automatically make adjustments, man. Do you know how that's going to change the game during trolling season? Let me put something else in your ear. You trolling the banks for brim beds, crappie beds, you can see them. You can see them 10 times better than you would on a mega imaging or a side imaging because it's live. Dude, this whole fishing game just changed for me, man. What Sammy say? I am still waiting for you to text me back with those colors. Go on to NC for the second. On the second, got you and Lope when I get back. Sam, I'm gonna tell you something, man. If you didn't tell the truth when you said this right here, I'ma lie. You said, Django, the best color that fish can see, no matter what depth, is blue. Before you told me that, I never even fished with the color blue. Guess what color I use now for my go-to, Sammy? My go-to used to be black and chartreuse. Guess what it is now? Any variation of blue. Any variation. They love that color. And it's something about an orange head, orange head and a blue body. Man, they love it. Raymond Mills, we still have to buy more color coolers, not only for drinks. Man, listen up. I'm telling you, man, you put me on game when you told me about that blue, bro. Cause when I went out there trolling, man, for the most part, I would use black and chartreuse, red and chartreuse, or variation of some kind of chartreuse in another color. Now, believe it or not, most colors that I have out there, it's got blue in it. Cause I'm talking about the fish just can't. I'm talking about big fish, little fish, all like that color blue. And if you told the truth when you told, man, I ain't got to explain. Give me something with blue in it. Give me any variation of blue, whatever you think a fish gonna bite with the color blue in it. That's what I want. Cause I know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that's what color they gonna bite, Sammy. Sammy, what you think about this new perspective mode, bro? They kill it, don't they? That's right, they kill it. Give me a thumbs up if you feeling this perspective mode, man. What you think about that right there, Sammy? Dude, listen, man. I didn't want to be with you guys long today because, like I say, my boy, he out of town. And I really just want to bring this message, man. But basically, what you're looking at, man, is I'm just so you guys will know down the road, I'm actually dropping a video. It's coming up on everything you need to do as far as getting yourself set up for perspective mode, what you need to get, and pretty much how to use this thing. I'm gonna drop that video on the YouTube. That's coming up soon. But definitely, I got everything outside. I'm good to go. All I need is a day off to go fishing and show you guys how to put that work in with this perspective mode. And dude, if you guys just want to go and just see that how this thing works in action. I mean, how it is in action. Go on YouTube. There's a couple of videos out there, but one in particular is it was so fascinating, man. This guy was just testing out his perspective mode. I think it was on a kayak, and he saw a school of fish. And when they show up on perspective mode, they look like white dots. I mean, for some reason, I don't know if it has something to do with the update or whether they look a whole lot brighter on this perspective mode than it does on the forward mode. Maybe it has something to do with the update. But the guy, he found a school of fish, and when he threw into them, you can actually see the fish disperse in what direction they go. That just blew my mind, man, because when you look at it on forward view on live scope, you throw in the water, you see no difference in how the fish behave, man, because you only have that little small linear view. You know what I mean? All you see is just a ton of fish. You know what I mean? You can see the fish moving, the one that's in that particular frame, but you can't see exactly how they're moving, you know, on that plane. But with the perspective mode, you're looking down on top of them. You see these fish swimming, right? And when you throw that jig out there and you let them fall, you can see if they coming to the jig, if they running from the jig. You can see if the fish are coming to your bait while you reeling it. You can see the behavior on this fish, and you can make real-time adjustment, meaning you throw out there, you reeling in, you see a fish coming to it, you know how to slow up. You can slow it up. And if he's stalking you, you can speed it up, or slow it up, stop that thing. Man, you drive a fish crazy, man, because you can actually see this thing, man. Let me read the chat, man. I'm getting ahead of myself. Chris gave me a thumbs up. Sammy gave me 3 thumbs up. They say, master it, I would be down in the fall. Dude, I was just looking, man. You know, it'll be July in a few days, man. We got about 1 more month, and then we go into the fall. We go into the fall transition, man. This year, I don't know where it went, bro. I don't know where it went. It said, Raymond Mills said, fish with a blue pearl with sparkle. I do pretty well. Dude, you ain't do nothing but tell the truth, man. We were throwing one the other night, man, and got a lot of hits on it, man. But I had the one, what's the one, it's got the little tail on it with the little ball on the end of it. They like that. They say live scope 360. Blue top, silver flake bottom. Listen here, man. I tell y'all what. The man with the plan is right down here in the chat, man. All those colors that y'all like right now. He can actually make them things custom for you, man. You know what I mean? This man right here. Sammy Wright, Game Day Jigs and Fly, man. Tell him where you out of, Sammy. I always say he's from Chi-Town, man, but I think it's Springfield, Illinois. He up there making magic happen, man. And I'm talking about he make custom jigs, any assortment of colors that you want, anything in any material. Sammy, I should have brought you on today, man, but I actually wasn't gonna stay on but a minute. I tell you what I do next broadcast, Sammy. I'm gonna bring you in, man. I want you guys just to show them your custom skills. Show them what you did for me as far as the telepo, man. They would not believe this thing, man. I gave Sammy said, Django, what you need from me, man? I said, I want you to try something. He said, what? I said, I got this design from a children's book called a telepo. If you guys ain't never read this book, go check it out. Read it to your kids and scare the crap out of them. But this thing is about this mythical creature called a telepo and the way he looked. Do you know I didn't even show, I don't know if I showed him a picture of he looked it up himself. Sammy, clarify that for me. I can't remember if I showed you the picture, you looked it up yourself. But he saw that picture, man, and that dude went and made me a jig, a lure that looked just like that telepo, man. And when I get it, I probably won't even use it, man. I probably mount it, man. You know what I mean? Because the thing is beautiful. But I want you to show a picture of it. So what I do is, Sammy, if it's okay with you, give me a thumbs up. We'll just bring you on the next live, and we'll let you show your inventory, man. Some of your inventory. I know you know what? I'm making promises. I know you just told me you were busy, man. He said, you showed me the picture. That's right. You showed him the picture, man. I showed him the picture, and he made the thing for me, man. But I'm going to try to bring Sammy in on the next upcoming broadcast, man, to just show you guys what this guy is capable of doing, man. And show you, I guess, Sammy, you can show them, since we're a community, show them the colors everybody asking for, man. You know, maybe it's some truth in some of these colors, man, because, you know, fish ain't no different one lake to the other, man. I mean, if a guy is catching a lot of fish with a particular color, and he say, "Hey man, make me this right here," and he's catching a lot of fish with it, it might be some truth in that. We might need to check out some of these colors. But yeah, man, Chris turned me on the game, man. I went out here and I bought everything necessary to make this thing happen. So my first thought was use this to go find them brim beds, and hopefully I got just enough time left over to get a few of those brim, man, before they gone. Let me see. They killed in Texas. That's right. So I'm FYI, upcoming videos, I'm gonna be using a lot of this perspective mode, and I'm gonna put a lot of commentary on what's going on, how I'm using it, how these fish are responding, and you know, maybe find out some cool ways to manipulate this fish game using this new technology, man. Chris Ashley, take me back to that spot with them hogs. Okay, this is what I want to tell you guys too. All right, today's Saturday. I said I want to come in on Thursday. Maybe I think the audio was out when I was telling you guys this. But I want to come in on Thursday, man, but a lot of times I'm working now. So I'm a little slow on the live broadcast, but we're going to make up for that in the upcoming weeks, man. But what I want to tell you guys, me and Loke have been going out to Lake Sinclair, Sin City, and we've been totally crushing out there, man. And we recently went with my homeboy Chris Ashley in the comment, and that's what he's talking about, taking back out to that spot. Well, it really ain't no spot, you know what I'm saying? What it is we were following a pattern, because it's not the same spot every time we go up there. But what's going on is, I don't know if this happens with you guys, but it happens with me, and this is what we've been doing. With the live scope, all right, when I'm actually scanning with this live scope sometime, I may not be on bait fish, but then sometimes I'll see bait fish on the scan, right? Well, when I scan, the scanner is pointing in the direction where I'm picking up them bait fish. Okay, if I see those bait fish coming off the bank leading out, instead of going to the bank, I'll go where the bait fish are going. You know what I mean? So I pull a lot. The times I've been fishing, I've been pulling out there in about 22 to 24 foot of water, open water, and crushing. I'm talking about straight crush. We catching 13, 14-inch crappie on average, man. And we recently went fishing with my homeboy Chris Ashley, man. And make a long story short, we didn't do well. Not because the fish wouldn't bite, not because the fish wasn't there. How about we were fishing with minnows, right? They weren't biting jigs too much in that open water, but they were biting minnows, right? How about we got out there, man, and all our minnows died, man. I'm talking about out of maybe 200 minnows, we probably used 8 of them. And the one that we did have that was alive, we caught monster fish on, but for the most of it, we just threw all those minnows away. And we ended up cutting the trip short because we ran out of bait. And also, the weather got bad, so we had to get off the water. But like I told Chris, I didn't like leaving the water like that because we're leaving fish. We just didn't have the opportunity to go at them fish like we wanted to, man. And sometimes you got to chalk it up to the game, man, but it kind of pissed me off, man, because we go, you know, going out to Sinclair is not a short trip for me, you know what I mean? And we would actually geared up to catch triple limits that night, man, and the doggone you know, if something like that happens, man, it just pissed me off, man, because, you know, it's one thing to get out there and the fish don't bite, man, but it's another thing to see all these fish, man, and you can't catch them because you don't have no bait for them, man. So that kind of pissed me off, man. And but we definitely going back out there, Chris, very soon, man. As a matter of fact, man, when we get off, man, Chris, let me know when your next off day is, man, and we gonna link up. Cause I got to make this back up to you, homeboy. Because last time, I know you heard when I said, Chris, do you see how big these crappies are on this scope, man? You really didn't see them, man. But what happened was when we ran out of minnows, your boy tried to throw a cast net out there and catch some shad, man. But it like the shad was just like, man, you ain't catching me today. But every time I would throw that cast net out there, man, I would miss the shad, man. Cause that something about that cast net, it don't drop fast enough, it don't open up enough, or something ain't right, man. Because I can't catch shad with the doggone thing. But every time I would break that swarm of shad up, you can literally see those 15-inch crappie coming up, whacking them out, man. They wouldn't even biting the fish. I mean, the big fish weren't biting the ones when they were swarming. But when I broke up the swarm, man, you can literally see how big those crappie were, man. I say, Chris, look at these fish. And no sooner than I said it, man, started raining. We had to get out the water. I'm talking about in a hurry. Who we got on here? We got Big Mitch. Let me see. Sammy Sam. What up, bro? Let's see. Did the minnow overheat? Well, here it is. Loke say it had to be something wrong with the doggone treatment water they were in because they were alive when we got them from the store and we got there, but when we got on the boat, before we even opened the bag up, we had like 8, 9 dead minnows floating in it. You know what I mean? That wasn't a good sign right there. The water was still cool. You know what I mean? Normally, if you put ice in there with it, when you dump them in the bucket and stuff, that keeps them alive, right? But they just constantly died in the water, like something was killing them. Well, Chris, he had minnows over there, man, and Chris, minnows weren't dying. So it couldn't have been the heat that was killing them. It was something else. And I know you guys are saying, why the hell y'all just had Chris for some minnows? Well, here you go. One, I wanted Chris to limit out. You know what I mean? But two, and the main two is, soon as we said, look, we ain't got no more minnows, a storm came up, man. And you guys already know how it feels to be out there on water, man. And it started raining like that. Well, it started raining, man. And I had pulled up. And Chris, we had to wait on Chris. Chris was, I don't know what Chris was doing, but he ended up pulling up. And then we bumped up out of there, man. That's why we didn't stay with the minnow. Big Miss say, Django, when I get better, it's on. Man, look, man, do your thing, man. Ain't no rush to get out there, man. Them fish ain't going nowhere. Game day. Say the water is hot as hell. They want to be cool too. Man, y'all know we ain't new to the game, man. You know, I love fishing with minnows, man, because it allowed me to sit back and not only enjoy the sport of fishing, man. I can sit there, I can listen to my music, I can watch TV, I can talk junk, and I'm catching big fish all in the process. But something was severely wrong with these fish, man. They weren't supposed to die that fast. And I'm talking about salmon. You put them on the hook and put them in the water, they won't even last in 2 minutes, man. As soon as you pull your rod up, it was dead, man. Yeah. So they were already dead. I had no minnows on the boat by the time I pulled up. But just as soon as Chris offered, Chris said, man, Chris, man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. You're a good friend, bro. You're a good friend, man, because you gonna stay out there, man, make that thing work, even if we had to use 10 minutes apiece, man. But you know, you're a good dude, bro. I rocks with you. Anytime you wanna go with me, man, come on. And but Chris offered to share his minnow, man. And just as soon as he said, like the Lord said, look, I told y'all get out the water. So we got up out of there, man. And I tell you, man, it was heavy. it was heavy, man. Cause Chris will tell you, man. Chris saw, man, I'm catching them hogs, bro. The fish that I did catch, they were hogs, man. And I don't like making excuses, man. But that really severely tore up all night, man. But it's all good though. It's all good. We gonna get back out there and we gonna make that thing work, man. I know you will have shared your mental, bro. I know. But that's all I want to bring to you guys today, man. I want you guys to know that we got a video coming up soon. It's gonna be install update, Garmin Live Scope, perspective mode. And not only that, man, we're gonna put that thing to action, man. I know I told y'all, man, this gonna change the game up, man, but it really is, man. I definitely be putting it to work when I go. Sorry about that, man. Keep messing with my camera plug. Man. But I'm definitely gonna put it to work, man, when I go on vacation, man. So you guys look for that, man. Upcoming video, what have you. But either later this, no, well, I should say next week, Local be back with us. I'm gonna bring Sammy on here, man. Sammy gonna show you guys what he got down the pipe, man, what he working with, and he gonna tell you guys what everybody ordering, man, so you guys can kind of figure out what them colors look like, man, what y'all need to be trying, man. So, man, definitely be on the lookout for that video, that broadcast next week. And what I do, man, I know I kind of slipped, man, but I've been out there getting it, bro. What I do is I put a notification out and let you guys know the day before I go live, so you guys will pretty much know that we are going live that week, and so you guys can kind of line up, man. So let me see something right quick. I said I was gonna try something new. Let me see if I can't try this thing. Where is it? Right here. I wanted this thing working. I'm trying to see if that chat's gonna come up. Maybe it's not coming up. We ain't gonna worry about it. With that being said, guys, man, I enjoyed y'all, man, as usual, man. Like I say, life, man, and we try to get out there and share this content with our folks, man, and keep everybody abreast on what's coming up the pipeline, man, how we fishing. And I know a lot of you guys, y'all tried to contact me today, and if I ain't get back to you, man, I'm sorry, man. I worked late last night and I got home early this morning. But to you guys that I did respond to, if you're going out there tonight, man, the wind's supposed to be kind of high, man, up until about 8 o'clock. And then it's just going to subside, man. It's going to go all the way down to almost zero, man. It's not going to be any wind tonight, man. And it's going to be like a 10 to 20% chance of rain. But they're not expecting it to rain at all. I'm pretty much, I know I'm going to be right about that. That temperature going to be right around about 80, 81 degrees, man. If you guys go fish Sinclair tonight, man, y'all gonna catch some monster crappies in about 21, 22 foot of water. And I'm gonna tell you where to find this 21, 22 foot of water. If you can see the bank about 20 yards off the bank, you can find about 22, 24 foot of water. Turn the lights on right now. You're going to catch some monster crappies. Otherwise, you need to find some structure, man. And I mean like brush piles or a lay down. If you guys don't know what a lay down is, that's where a tree done fell off in the water. And the fish hold to that canopy part of that tree. Well, if you don't know how to find a lay down, some lay downs are going to be obvious. But a lot of times when you see a lay down in the water, that water is extremely shallow. So if you want to find a laydown that's going to be holding big monster crappies, a lot of times what you need to do is look at the bank, and if you see a bank where it look like the bank has been gorged out, what's done happened is a tree has fallen out of that water because the water has eroded the bank out and it's falling in the water, but you can't see the tree. Get on that tree because it's loaded with crappie, man. You ain't got to put no hotels out there. The Lord make a way for y'all, man. He make them lay down for you guys, man, that just want to catch some fish, man. You just got to know where to find them at. A lot of times, man, you know, folk think we fish in open water, man, but it's a lay down under that water, man. You just can't see it because it done fell in the water and you can't see the roots no more. But it's a lay down there, or it's some type of structure. But what I'm trying to tell you now, and my man Chris Ashley, he will attest to this. You can catch fish right now at Sinclair with no structure under your boat in about 22 to 24 foot of water. All you got to do is get in there, and if you see bait fish, turn that light on, and you're going to limit out. They say, Fishing with Camo Joe. What's up, 3K? What's up, homie? And he said, Team DB all day. Good job, Dingo. Hey, man, thank you, bro. But that's pretty much all I got to report, man. But you guys definitely look for those videos coming up the pipeline, man, regarding this perspective mode, man. Like I say, man, it's changed the fishing game for me, man. And the way I'm gonna approach fish from now on, man, it's changed, bro. And my homeboy, that Sky Lope, he can't wait to try it, man. Look like if we going fishing, guys, it's not gonna be this weekend. I mean, this weekend's already pretty much shot, but I will be hitting that water sometime next week, during the week, maybe on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that. But I will be hitting that water real soon. I actually got footage of a recent catch. I hadn't even dropped a video for it yet. I'm trying to contemplate whether or not I'm gonna drop one, but I got like 2 sessions of fishing that I actually got footage of that we caught monster crappie at Sinclair, man. Just so you guys, I want to just put it out there so you guys will have evidence that I ain't just blowing wind, you know, down your back. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you the truth. And these fish I caught spot locked in one location, no structure whatsoever. But I was in this particular depth of water that I can see off the bank. And what was going on is the bait fish were in the daytime were on those banks, and as the water cooled, they moved back out to the deeper water. Don't know why they behave this way, but when they moved back out in that water out there, the fish followed them. And man, when I tell you, man, it was just a feeding frenzy. Wait a minute. Give me a thumbs up if you saw that last video I dropped where Lope limited out on all those monster crappie. Give me a thumbs up if you saw that. If you guys saw that video, that's a testament of what I'm talking about. If you got good bait, you got good equipment for that night, man, and you go to this spot right here, I'm telling you random stuff, man. It's just random. Now, let me say this, though. We did put in on a bunch of catfish at a particular part of this lake, but that was in deep water. But when I say deep, I'm talking about 38 feet. But when we got in about 22, 24 feet, those bait fish, they moved out there in that deeper water off the bank, and those crappie followed them out there because we weren't fishing on no structure, man. And we caught the fish. What up, Lope? Look at my homeboy Lope. Lope, I'm about to get off, man. You coming on? Oh boy. They Lope back. He said, "What's up, Sam? I'm gonna give you a chance, man, to wrap everybody in the comment, man, before I close this thing up, man. But yeah, man. Y'all want them big crappie, man. Go Go to Sinclair. Leave Oconee alone. Leave Oconee alone. Well, I already know you can't catch them big ones at Oconee, but for 3 straight weeks, me and Loke went out there and we limited out on fry me hard, man. And I won't even say limited out, man. We just pretty much just threw away 200 minnows on little bitty fish. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you ain't got nothing in the cooler, but you done caught a Brazilian fish. You know what I mean? So maybe at Oconee, the water is still indicative to spawning crappie weather. But that been weeks ago since we've been out there, so I know it changed by then. So they very well may be back in deeper water now too. So let's see. He said that's right. He say Fishing Camo Joe at Loke the Assassin TV. What did it do, Loke? Back. But yeah, Loke, I was telling them about our last fishing trip, how we went down and we bought all that bait and it died before we even got a chance to use it. And then the bait that we was using, they were dying on the hook. As soon as you put it in the water, like for a minute or so, they would die. So yeah, I told them all that, and I was explaining them about the new perspective mode and how it's going to change the way we fish and what's coming down the pipeline and new videos and footage. I tell you guys what too, how about I drop some footage on the Facebook channel instead of making a YouTube video out of it, just show you guys some catches of Lake Sinclair slabs, man. Would y'all like that? Yeah, he said Sin City is the place to be. Man, you know what? Everybody talking about going to Oconee. Kevin Roberts, he hit me up today talking about going to Oconee. I told him, say, hey man, you need to go to Sinclair. He didn't know about Sinclair. He didn't know how to get there. I know you ready to go back out. Chris was telling me the same thing. He ready to go back out there. Look here, man. Looking like it's gonna be another weekday trip for us, bro. Give me a thumbs up if that cool with you. It don't go there now. Man, come on now. We I'm finna say something. You took the thought out of my head when I looked at your comment. Yeah. I just say, man, we make another weekday trip, man. Check out that perspective view, man. Make it do what it do. And instead of stopping at our usual spot, I say we go all the way down and do what we got to do there at the store. You know what I'm talking about, without giving everything away. Once I get my boat right, I'm going to take a trip out there. Be on the lookout for me, Raymond Mill. Look here, man. Fishing is fun to me, man. So, you know, you're going to see me out there on the lake January through December. It ain't going to be a month that I ain't going to fish. And I'm going to tell you like this right here. If I could fish every day, I would. You know what I mean? That's just how I feel about it. I love to fish, man. And the thing about it, I'm going to tell you the truth, man. I ain't trying to sign, no kind of way. I'm going to catch fish every time I go out. You know what I mean? Regardless. May not be a limit, but I'm going to catch some fish. And I'm going to catch some nice ones. But we left fish in the water on our last trip, man. So we definitely got to go back out there and get them daggone thing, man. Master that thing, because I'm coming. Come on, Sammy. But look here, Sammy. You know, I go on vacation starting July the 11th, man. I'll be out for 2 weeks, man. That'd be a great time to hook up. Go out there and hook up with Derek Fulton. Derek Fulton, man, and see what he up to, man. Let him put us on some of them, what you call them, big girls. We like them big girls. But yeah, man, I'm about to wrap this thing up, guys. That's my time, man. Like my homeboy in the chat say, man, y'all keep putting that work in, man. Look here, I'm finna sign out of here, man. I'm Django 3000. My counterpart down there in the chat, man. He was with us in spirit. He showed up. Maybe y'all can rap a little while, man, after the broadcast go out. But look here, man. Be looking out for a video coming up soon regarding perspective mode, installation, and everything you need to know. And then we go live next week. I'm gonna put out a notification, so you guys be looking out for that notification. And I tell you what, guys, when I put out the notification, man, respond to it, man. Give me a thumbs up or something. Let me know y'all at least receiving this thing, man. Because if you guys are receiving the notification, that'll be the new norm. You get what I mean? And I'll make sure I drop the notification before we go live. That way, everybody be on the same boat. So with that being said, I'm Django 3000 with DB Crappie Fishing Outdoors. My homeboy Loke the Assassin, he in the chat. Hey man, catch us on the next one, man. We out of here, man. Peace.